I like Costco. I every time I think of that shirt or I think of Kirkland, I think of like those bags of nuts, those clusters in the big bags that they sell. Those are good.
When I think of Costco, I think the samples, the free samples,
Saturdays.
and I also think chicken bake. Chicken bake, $1.50 hot dog. That's what I think of when I think Costco.
That is very, very good. Man, that's getting me kind of hungry.
Okay, coming up, we have Jenn versus Obination.
The Merkava. I have been excited to see this.
Merkava is such a fun character to play. Little backstory behind, like for me, Merkava is my favorite character to play in any fighting game. You put Merkava in a fighting game, I'm coming over there.
I mean, he does look. He has a very unique look, and he's a hybrid. Can play long distance, but kind of a grappler if you let him.
And then once he gets those minions set out, it's just a world of hurt. You're like, okay, when am I going to stop blocking?
Unfortunately, you might not get to play the way Jenn's looking.
Yeah, for sure. Overhead!
No!
Coming down, just piercing him with the sword. And Jenn taking it with a convincing first round.
Obi's going to have to find something to get in. Or like, get Jenn to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because let's not count out Obination just yet. You know, Obi has been doing really great at the Dallas locals they've been attending so far. And they've been on a roll when it comes to Under Night.
Alright, gets a combo there. That's a good start. Goes for Devour, doesn't get it.
Overhead, double overhead. Okay, yeah, you have to hold that at that point. That is negative to where you cannot keep up your pressure.
No.
Grid broken. This is really bad. Oh no, that it completely misses. That's unfortunate. I think what happened there was Obi was trying to do their reversal and instead got the wrong one.
Yeah. I was actually about to ask why he hasn't thrown it out at least once, just to get Jenn kind of to stop.
And here's one thing we just saw right there. Even though it didn't hit, one thing about Merkava is they have a hit grab so that goes through projectiles. And when you have Nanase with these big projectile controlling space, you can't just run in as freely as you would against other characters.
Very good use of the chain shift there from Jenn. And Jenn will take game one here. Again, like, Nanase doesn't care who you are. Her offense or set play is going to work on you. Like, you have to have some kind of defensive proactivity there.
Oh, try to go for a, looks like a round start 5B. Going in for the flight and a nice combo. Oh no, drops at the very end. Now we have swapped sides. Nice 5B yet again, using that range of Merkavas to poke Nanase from the distances she likes to play at. Nice charge fireball, not able to get a combo afterwards though. And Jenn fighting back.
All right, 5A starter. Here we go.
That's big damage. Look at all these re-jumps. Nanase is such an aerial character.
Again, Jenn is not interested in like waiting her turn. She cuts in line.
There it is. There's the hit
Devour.
grab, going straight to the projectile, catching out with a bit of meter with those fireballs. Spacing out with the JBs. I really like that. That's not something you see too often. Charging up just to make sure they keep that Vorpal to keep the grid and win that Vorpal cycle. Obi now has a round on deck.
All right, goes for that 2B. Tries to get something started.
Oh no. Jenn does have a full stick of butter right here with all that meter. Very mobile character, just weaving around Obi and really cashing out. Fireball
time to
out.
guess.
Set up. Oh, tries to go for a throw, but misses it entirely. Obi, really nice match with the 2A and going straight into the worms.
Again,
But you
though.
have to respect the chain shift.
Yeah, again, Jenn has been money on that chain shift DP, and it has gotten her so much bank, and Jenn is one round away from moving on.
That's why winning that Vorpal cycle is so important. You need, when you have chain shift and an invincible DP like that, you can just bust out of people's pressure the moment there's a single gap.
Oh no. And gets the tech. Very good stuff. Unfortunately, doesn't get anything else off of it. Obi starting to mash, starting to push pressure, and Jenn backed into a corner. Doesn't care. Will still mash anyway.
And Jenn yet to get hit just yet. It would be really interesting if we see a perfect from Jenn, but let's hope that Obination can find the hits that they need to bring it all the way back, but it is looking really dire as Jenn should be able to close it out with his combo right here, looking extremely strong as Nanase.
Honestly, pretty impressive showing. Like, Obi's done pretty well in this area, and so for Jenn to just kind of run him over is kind of impressive.